Don't play around with your relationship with God. Do not play. Do not play. Do not play. Do you hear me, guys? Don't play around with this relationship with God. The way God is coming through for me, guys, is just mind-blowing. So I was back out running in the dark. You see my face looking diet, guys, but no problem. I was back out running in the dark because of the Muslim pastor that I told you guys about, man. He said, look, your first daily prayers, that's when I go and meet God under the tree. He said, work on them, hold on to them, become strong on them, and see the miracles in your life. Oh my gosh, guys, the miracles are popping. You hear me? The miracles are popping, and I'm like, how did this happen? Okay, guys, so the morning prayers for me, I go run into my God tree, and depending on what time it is, I go to that specific page, or depends on whatever number God tells me in my spirit. Nikki, this is the page of your website I want you to go to. And I would read it, sit down on this little bench, and I would read it, and I pick up exactly what God is telling me. You know, that's where he puts in his character into me and the person that he's calling me to be, guys. So don't play with your relationship with God. We need him. Every aspect of my life. You see, I got on my work shirt. I got to go tackle this business again. And I'm not worried because I know that God himself is holding me by my hand and he's walking with me, holding me. You guys hear me? It was a message from Carrie the other day with these verses from Psalm 37. And he said, you may fall, you may stumble, but you will not fall, for the Lord holds you with his hand. So yesterday I was talking to my son, Emmy, all the way in Nigeria, saying, let's have an appointment with God. And that the number he picked after I hung up from him, I just went to the next day of the devotional in my book. And can you believe those very words showed up there? That the Lord will hold you by your hand. You may stumble, will you not fall? Just God using my book to confirm the words from Carrie, guys. That's why I say don't play with your relationship with God. You know, that I can walk through life like I'm this little girl holding God's big hands. And you can do the same, okay? That we're not going through life alone. We have God himself with us. So the key is we're going to tap into God's strength, his wisdom, his favor, his love, his approval on a moment-by-moment basis. You guys hear me? This life is rough. Moment by moment. We're going to hold on to God's hand. Okay? We're going to hold on to his big hand as he holds tightly onto ours. So even if we stumble, even if we make a mistake, he will not let us fall. He will not let us down. But you got to take your appointments with him seriously. You got to take your relationship with him seriously. Okay, guys, you can hear the tiredness in my voice, but your girl has to keep going with my eyes fixed on God. Whatever it is he's asking me to do, even the difficult stuff he's asking me to do, I just have to say, no problem, God. So that's another thing I've been learning from Carrie, guys. He said, most importantly, obey God. So whatever it is that God wants us to do, guys. And then Carrie said, anything you do it as if God himself is asking you to do it. And that was exactly what showed up under the tree again today, guys. From another meditation book, Jesus always, he says, whatever you do, written as if God is speaking, say, whatever you do it the best of your ability, because if you're doing it for me. So I'm going out to this business to tackle it as if I'm doing it for God, guys. I got to be the mom to these kids as if God himself is asking me to be this mom. I got to be the wife to this husband as if God himself is asking me. You know, so we're going to have to just look to God every moment, guys, every moment, every second. Not easy. It's a lot of stuff we're going to have to endure. We're going to have a lot of patience. The loyalty, we're going to tie the loyalty and the love around our neck. But we're doing it for God, okay, guys? Our families are important to God. So let's be all that God is asking us to be. But look into him one moment at a time, okay? And watch all the miracles popping, baby.